I promise you all, I did not want to talk about In the Heights again, but I must. So yesterday I just found out that Leslie Grace, she identifies herself as an Afro-Latina. I'm happy about it, but also I'm kind of confused. I'm going to explain it in the video. I'm also going to talk about the light skin privilege that light skinned Afro-Latinos have versus darker skinned Afro-Latinos, but we're going to mostly focus on the light skinned Afro-Latinos in this video. Okay, guys? Okay. We're going to start the video now. To start off, I'm going to talk about Leslie Grace's rise to fame, but quick. Grace was born in the Bronx, New York, to Dominican parents and moved out of NYC to Florida at the age of 10 with her family. She started her music career in the Latin America market with her debut album, Pasión, and Leslie Grace, her second album. After that, she released singles here and there from 2014 through 2019. Now we are going to see a clip from the controversial video of In the Heights interview with Felice Leon.
I didn't realize until making this movie that I didn't really get to see myself or people that look like my siblings that are darker than me on screen. And I didn't realize how much that affected the limitations that I put on myself, being someone who wanted to be an artist and be an actress and, even be in the Latin music industry, being Afro-Latina. I feel so blessed we get to express the diversity that is within the Latinx community in a way that we haven't been able to see on screen, because so many times we're put on screen in one particular way, and since we get so little opportunities, everyone wants to claim that one story because it's all we got.
First and foremost, I would like to thank Leslie Grace for speaking up for dark-skinned Afro-Latinos and how we feel oppressed and not seen in the Heights, the movie. Some of the fair-skinned Afro-Latinos in the comments, they were playing victim, and also non-black Latinos or non-black people. And there were even a few black people in the comments defending the choices of the film. But seriously, I appreciate Leslie Grace for speaking up for dark-skinned Afro-Latinos, because she could have just gaslight the whole situation, pretend that everything is alright, just like Chewin and her co-star Manissa. We're not going to get into her, but anyways, thank you so much for standing your ground and being unapologetically honest with your opinion, even though we all know you have to watch certain things you say, of course, because you're a star of the film, but I'm happy you didn't let that cross your mind. I could tell that you felt every bit of your words coming from your mouth, and you made sure to also use it wisely, and I appreciate you. I never heard Leslie Grace claiming that she's an Afro-Latina until now. And you see, yes, Leslie Grace is an Afro-Latina. You could tell her dad, pretty much, yeah, you could tell from her dad's side. And her mom is a white, maybe some indigenous too, Latina. The point is, you could tell her father has a lot of African ancestry. This is my problem. I've never heard her claim to be an Afro-Latina until now. And she's been in the industry for 10 plus years. Maybe it could be because she was a part of the Latin American market. Maybe it could be because she felt it wasn't a necessity to disclaim her race. Yeah, race and ethnicity, even though she claims that she's Dominican. She always does. And she always talks about being American. Or who knows, maybe she just happened to have an identity crisis, or maybe there was a moment in time where she was like, I'm an Afro-Latina, and then she talked to her father, and he talked about the history. We all know how this stuff works. Some Afro-Latinos, they do have identity crisis when it comes to identifying themselves. I do know that, so I'm not judging, just so everyone knows. But I still find it kind of weird that now that this movie has came out, all of a sudden she want to claim her blackness. And I'm not saying she's just doing it to do it, because now when I saw her response in that video, I could tell she meant what she said. I'm happy that Miss Grace is starting to claim her black side. I'm happy for that. I do wish that she talked about this previously before. At least she's trying. That's all that matters. Now we are going to talk about fair-skinned Afro-Latino privilege in the media. Fair-skinned Afro-Latino privilege is real. We have people claiming false Afro-Latinos as Afro-Latinos, and people who barely have any black claiming their blackness all of a sudden. But their parents are white as fuck. But today's not about those people. Today we are going to focus on my actual fair-skinned Afro-Latinos. As I look at the credits of most of these Afro-Latinos, I am showing you all, while a lot of them do not have enough credits. The credits I've seen from a few of them are with Hispanic names. Let's use these 4 Afro-Latinos as examples. While I am happy for these fellow Afro-Latinos, we do have to admit that there are privileges within America and Latin America markets. We all know this, especially in the media. Come on, we all know this. Especially in Univision, they favor more indigenous, white, indigenous people, or mestizo, mestiza. But of course, with limitations, we all know that. What I am trying to say is we all have to acknowledge when we have privileges, and that's why I appreciate Leslie Grace, because she could have just, like I said previously, not said anything, which is why I would consider Leslie Grace as an ally. She could have played victim and be like, oh my god, you really gonna discredit my blackness? She could have did that, but instead she spoke up, which is what I appreciate. And like I said, I am not going to downplay any Afro-Latino success, because honestly, a win for you is a win for me. Especially me seeing you on the TV screen. I want to see all Afro-Latinos win. But I do see that there's a lot of favoritism towards fair-skinned Afro-Latinos than dark-skinned Afro-Latinos like me. We are all Afro-Latinos, but we all have to stick together, and if there's something that's not right and not fair, you have to own up to it and speak on it, which is what I appreciate with all Afro-Latinos, whether you fair-skinned or dark-skinned, and obviously every Latino speaking up for this, and every non-black person or any black person. Thank you so much if you made it this far in this video. I appreciate you. Today's featured comment. Tell me what you think about this topic, especially if you're an Afro-Latino, or if you're not an Afro-Latino, I would still like to hear your comments down below. Also, give this a thumbs up, of course, and if Leslie Grace sees this video, hey, even though I don't think she's going to see this video, but hey, seriously though, thank you so much, Leslie Grace. Thank you so much to Felice Leon for making this amazing video. Well, The Roots, yeah, it's also them too because she works with them. Thank you, The Roots too.